Jamie, come and join us, please. I've got a couple of slides before I pass on to you. The panel questions. I just checked, there's not too many, but if you've got any questions, please pop them in the question section. And don't forget hashtag comment 2024. There you go. Over to you. Okay.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon. This is my first time with a microphone other than destroying a karaoke song. So hopefully this is going to go a little bit better than that. So I'm Jamie Slatter. I'm the ops manager for Laing Centre of Excellence for Modern Construction. I didn't call it that. Clearly my ego is not quite big enough to be able to moniker a building of that, but it's the Centre of Excellence for Modern Construction. So I'm going to go a little bit into the why. I think that most of us, everybody in here loves MMC, yeah? So that's why you're all here. Yeah, it's a big cheer. Thank you for the support. Everybody understands that. So the why is there and well known. I'm going to go more heavy into the how to apply. And I'm also going to give a gratuitous show and tell of a fantastic project for the new home of football. Disclaimer, I am an Everton season ticket holder, so that's why I've offered that one up. So a little bit of the why. We can see here, this is a partially converted DfMA principal basement core. On the left-hand side is utilising modern methods of construction. Right-hand side is a traditional manner. So we can quite clearly see the benefits. If we take away the timestamp, we've got to a point almost twice as fast. But you can see the working conditions. I know where I want to be. I can guarantee the safety. I can guarantee the quality, and the effort that's required is much less on site. Right. So what gives Laing the right to tell everybody how to apply modern methods of construction? Well, we've been doing it since 2009. Yeah. So the factory opened in 2009, 1st of June. I started there on 1st of June 2009 as well. So reasonably well placed. We've currently employed 300. We've got a workforce of 300. 85% of those live within 15 miles of the facility as well. So great local employer. 20,000 products shipped in 2023. Huge number, vary between structural elements and facade elements. And we've spent £200 million on the place over the last 15, 16 years. We've recently spent 700,000 electrifying our curing chambers. That gives us the opportunity to reduce cement content in our units. Obviously with a decarbonisation slant, while reducing cement content is counterintuitive to modern methods of construction and cycling mouldage. So therefore, that's why we've electrified it, and we've done that with renewable energy as well. So as a double nod to decarbonisation, and more than half of the product that we offer are an element of standardisation. We've obviously supported power, infrastructure, health, data, education, science, research, commercial, all over that period. So we're multifaceted into where we can offer products into. Right, how to apply? Well, the way that we offer certainty is through our digitally led model. As you can see, certainty, we've got a golden thread that runs all the way through. The way that we can give cost, sustainability, time, health, and quality input and improvements is through our design and detailing. So our design and detailing is helped hugely by early engagement, because it allows us to use some of our standard product set. With scheduling, we monitor, we generally have around 15 projects running through the facility at the same time. So that's weaving together lots of projects into a production plan that enables us to deliver. So we look at that. Data-led decision-making in manufacture. Storage, we put smart sensors into there so we can validate where they are in the facility. We know where they're going to be on sites, and we also have maturity testing elements in there as well through Converge that give us an understanding of final strength. And then delivery, we have a delivery request portable. Right, so you can see there the way that you get best value from me and Laing Oak is by engaging with me early, and that we can then use our standard product sets. And I'll use standard in inverted commas, columns, twin walls, lattice flooring. They're not all exactly the same, many different sizes, but are our standard product sets. And we can increase client value, certainty, embodied carbon, structural efficiency, engineered safety, and obvious benefits. So I'd run through that. This slide, I've pretty much covered off most of this, but a 3D digital design, a smarter connections, a built-in engineered safety provide huge certainty for the projects. So Laing Oak is a vertically integrated business. So I know you probably, there's 3 different approaches there. You're probably mainly concerned with the ones that get me with them. I offer myself on all of these. So this is the product supplies the giver. Yeah, that one's absolutely key. We've got Laing Oak as a principal contractor. We offer install and deliver, or we just manufacture. The way that we offer greater efficiency of me is by engaging early and utilizing Laing Oak. So this is a little bit of an isometric of our facility. The purpose of this is that you can see that we split it up into nice segments. We've got a high-speed carousel, which is standard automated product. So that's our lattice and twin wall. The rebar hull is automated at the top end. We manufacture mesh. It's straight steel, welded. We can manufacture a 12 by 4 meter cage in 8 minutes. Come through into the bottom end of the rebar hull. That's where we've got more traditional steel fixers, but we've got steel fixers fixing at waist rather than ankles. Bespoke carousel is where we manufacture our facade products by cycling a 12 by 4 meter pallet on a carousel system. When things don't fit on the carousel, we go to the traditional methods of we've got a nice floor space that we can stick a mold that don't fit on the carousel. Outside civil area and lots of storage around the back and the side. Right, so the show. This is the BEPS bit, yeah? So this is Everton's new ground, home of football, fantastic. We've touched on it, almost 53,000 seats, packed out with Evertonians, staying in the Premier League. We utilised, so around the outside, we've got brick face facade, and then all of the structure was manufactured in the factory at workshop. So that's columns, twin wall, lattice, beams, and the like. The way that we approach this, there are numerous stages on here. So we get a nice, sexy CGI model. Yeah, so that's what everybody wants. We use the design intent. We then model that and then put it together in phase 3. So we build twice in digital space before we actually build on site. Again, that offers the certainty that the connections are right, the forces are right, the sizes are right, and that we're not going to have any nasty surprises when we get to offsite manufacture and then a visual mock-up. So we've got a number of visual mock-ups at our factory that the client pays for, and then we can see it. I like it. I don't like it. Let's change that. Let's blast it a little bit differently. The way that we approached this was that we manufactured a full stair core. So that's one corner of the ground that then was signed off by a client. So that's quite large for us to manufacture and install at workshop, but works in terms of real time on site. So we validated, everything's working, everything's great, aesthetically we like it, and then we multiply that by 4. There's a stair core in each corner. Obviously install and then on-site assembly. To reiterate, built twice in digital space, so no nasty surprises when we get on site. This gives a little bit of a clearer story about what I've just said. Because we were in bed with Laing Oak early doors, we developed an opportunity to use some of our standard components. So I think this is a really nice picture of a stair core, but utilizing and visually representative of the products that we used, and we're able to then scale out. I think this is a great slide in terms of December 2021. So there's thousands of ton of sand pummeled into Bramley-Moore dock. Then that was, we drilled piles. And then just 1 year later, all the concrete structure has been erected on site, installed on site with some of the facade that started to wrap around as well. So that's a 12-month period. That is not possible without modern methods of construction. And 12 months later, you can see it's starting to come along. That's what she looked like around 6 months ago. So almost 7,000 panels on there, almost 900 brick facade panels. Each one of those brick facade panels had brick slips hand placed into a mold. There's an Archibald Leach pattern on there as well, so a truss pattern. So when that's scaled up, you can see that there's a nice truss pattern on the brickwork. We were able to utilize technology to enable us to understand where we got the brick slips in the right sequence, because in isolation, it's not intuitive, the pattern that you need to follow. We've got drawing, we scanned the back of that, we inverted a model, and we've got a video of every panel showing that we've got bricks in the right site, in the right position. It's not just Everton that we've worked on. So you can see we've got Oxford Humanities, we've got the Whiteley at Bayswater. There are some residential buildings in London, look hugely different, but the structure has been manufactured very similarly from a factory and workshop. Columns, beams, twin wall, lattice, all look very different, but inherently a set of standard components has enabled us to deliver projects that look wildly different. And I've touched on decarb as well. Just there's a huge social reason why we should be looking at to progress things like this, but renewable energy, we can give ourselves, we understand the carbon detail of each type of product. It's the responsible thing to do, and just as a further shot in the arm for why we should all be using modern methods of construction. So I've done through those slides. I look forward to some questions later. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Don't hold back with your questions, by the way. I've had a look. There aren't too many. I think because we've still got 15 minutes until the next session, we're just going to have a quick coffee break, comfort break, and then we'll come back to start with the last session at past.